Now that's a cheesesteak. Hey everyone, it's Ryan with Gilbert Fireplaces and Barbecues, and we are on location at Rustin Janae's home with quality pool construction. He has a beautiful backyard, great outdoor kitchen setup, and today we're going to be doing cheesesteaks on his Evo Teppanyaki griddle. Have you done cheesesteaks before?
Never done cheesesteaks, so I'm excited, looking forward to it.
All right, well let's see if we can cook up something good. All right, so Rustin called me up and he said, I have a real hankering for some cheesesteak. I said, all right man, I'll come over, we'll whip up some cheesesteaks on the Evo Griddle. This thing's fantastic. There's two different burners here that we're gonna be utilizing during this cook. We're gonna throw our peppers on, our onions, we have some delicious ribeye that we're gonna cook up, throw some provolone cheese on, throw it on a hoagie. Hopefully Rustin's happy. Let's get started. All right, so we're gonna get started here by lighting this baby up. We have our inner burner here that we're lighting. We're gonna set that to the medium heat setting. Then we're gonna come over here. This is gonna be the outer burner. We're gonna press that in, spark that up, and also set that to the medium setting. All right, so the first step is to put some garlic butter on our hoagies. All right, yep, so we got our garlic butter going on. This is gonna be just so nice to bite into. So we're gonna get these toasted up. So we got our last one buttered up here. Throw these babies on. All right, so we'll let those toast up just for a couple minutes. All right, it's been a couple minutes. Let's see where we're at. Oh yes, that is glorious. Let's get these off. Okay, so we have our hoagies toasted. So next thing we're gonna do is start caramelizing our onions and our green bell peppers. Throw some salt on these, a little bit of pepper. Onions, those are coming along really nice. So I think what we're gonna do at this point is transfer these off, and then we'll cut up our ribeye, throw that steak on there, reintroduce the peppers and onions, and this sandwich is gonna come together really quickly. All right, so we have our onions and peppers caramelized. Now it's time to slice the ribeyes here. So one of the things you wanna do is slice these as thin as possible. I like to put them in the freezer for about 30 minutes before I cut them, because that creates a nice, just stiff surface so you can cut a straighter, thinner cut. So I like to also just take some of this real thick fat off the edges of the ribeye before I cut into this. I don't really want to bite into that when you're eating your sandwich here, so I take kind of the outside edges off of that, kind of trim that up a little bit. All right, so we have our ribeye all sliced up here. This all comes together really quickly at this point. So what we're gonna do is just introduce a little bit more oil back to the griddle, spread that around. Hear that popping? You want this nice and hot because you want to get a good sear on the steak. So that looks good. Now, we're gonna introduce our meat. At this point, you want to season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. There's a lot of flavor in the cheese and the onions and the peppers, so you don't need to go crazy on any seasonings with this stuff here. All right, now we want to introduce our peppers and onions back to this delicious mixture here. Just kind of infuse a lot of that flavor. All right guys, so at this point in the cook now, what you want to do is start sectioning these off and creating your sandwich. So I'm going to turn the heat down on these. You don't want to cook these much more. In fact, you know what? I'm going to turn the heat off completely. This is good and hot. So now what we're going to do, we're going to lay our cheese right over the top. We got provolone cheese. It's got this awesome lid. We'll just throw that over the top. Help melt that cheese a little bit faster. We'll serve them up. All right, check this out. Woo! That is looking good. Let's get these babies on our hoagie buns here. That was pretty good. All right, so cheesesteaks are done, man. I know that I felt a lot of pressure today because I really wanted to make you proud of these cheesesteaks. So
I'm excited, man. They look great. Let's see how they turned out.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I like about these is you get the garlic butter in the bite that's on the toast, and then you get the delicious caramelization of the onions. Peppers are just soft, so soft. It's a nice little bite.
Yeah, just full of flavor. Meat's tender, really good. You did a good job.
All right, we did it. All right, guys, so we just put together a pretty fire cheesesteak using the Evo Griddle. These things are fantastic. Utilizing the outer burner and the inside burner gave us a lot of flexibility when we were caramelizing those onions and roasting those peppers. We just got tremendous flavor out of this. You get such good heat from this also, so we got a great sear on the steak. Guys, this all came together so easy. It's absolutely delicious. I highly recommend you and your family try out this recipe. You're gonna love it. Thanks for joining us, guys. If you liked that video, hit the like button, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram and Facebook for more barbecue tips and tricks. This is Ryan with Gilbert Fireplaces and Barbecues, where indoor comfort meets outdoor entertainment.